You know, sometimes I wonder if people even realize that we're still in the middle of a global pandemic. I mean, I know a lot of you may have forgotten already because, you know, the news cycle has changed, the topic has gotten old, and, you know, the media doesn't want to report on it anymore. However, here are the current stats. 17.9 million confirmed, 10 plus million recovered, and as of right now, 680,000 deaths worldwide. That's crazy. That's all within the span of what, 6 months? And it appears that most of these cases are coming from here, right here in America, the United States of America. We're definitely in the top 5, as you can see, most infected people in the world. As of right now, we've gotten over close to 5 million confirmed cases, over 2 million recovered, but over 150,000 dead here. And now you may be wondering, why the fuck am I talking about any of this? I'm not a reporter. I'm not a journalist. I report on YouTube news, drama, and other, you know, stuff that really doesn't really matter to the world. Well, there's a reason for that. And that's because stupid ass YouTubers, TikTokers, fucking Instagram influencers have thrown massive parties recently that may have caused hundreds of people to get infected. And why am I not surprised? Well, it's because, you know, most YouTubers and TikTokers and Instagram influencers tend to not be the brightest bulbs in the fucking closet. So of course, why not throw a massive party in the middle of a fucking global pandemic? Invite hundreds of people and, you know, just create a cesspool, breeding grounds for more infection. Yeah, why not? And then after this party, after everybody gets infected, you know, go back home, spread it to your loved ones or whoever you live with, and, you know, you go out the next day, you buy stuff, you start to infect more people, you sneeze, you cough. You don't know why you're sneezing or coughing, but you just know, it might go away. But guess what? It doesn't. And now you've just infected thousands of people within the span of what? A day or two. It's completely messed up. And who do we have to blame for this? Well, let's go through the list. First up on the list is our special YouTube golden boy, Jake Paul. He threw a party on July 14th where maskless influencers swung from heavy machinery. I believe my guy, Tozy, made a video on this. Go check him out if you want to. Good guy. Who attended this party? Well, we have, Tana Mojo, this kid Bryce Hall, don't know who he is. Miss Erica Gray, don't know who that is. Roman Royale, don't know who that is. But I'm pretty sure they're famous for doing something. I just don't know. And as you can see here in these images, they went to Jake Paul's party and, you know, they're swinging from some kind of, what is this? A bulldozer? And apparently the mayor of Calabasas, which is where Jake Paul lives, he got wind of this and he was outraged after they say YouTube celebrity Jake Paul threw a massive party at his mansion on Saturday. They called it irresponsible, selfish, and says it's business and workers who pay the price for this with the lockdowns. So yeah, you can pretty much see that they just do not give a fuck at all. And then not too long after that, another party was thrown by no other than our famous TikTok influencers. You know, the people who got famous off of dancing to songs that they didn't make and blowing up off of stolen dances that they did not create. In fact, every time they try to do these dances, it makes me convulse a little on the inside. However, it says here on July 21st, an estimated 67 influencers crowded into the Hype House, a TikTok collective of the app's A-listers. Guests included YouTubers Nikita Dragon, James Charles, Emma Chamberlain, Tana Mojo, along with TikTokers Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio. The occasion was a birthday party for TikToker Larry Merritt. According to Elijah Daniel, an LA-based creator, we all know Elijah, he came out saying, "Warning, a lot of influencers have been confirmed to me testing positive for COVID-19 after the influencer parties. Like, a lot. And they aren't saying anything and aren't warning people they came into contact with after. If you attended, get tested, y'all caused an outbreak. Thanks." And obviously he's being sarcastic. Listen. I'm not surprised by any of this. I know a lot of these people are YouTubers, they're famous, and you guys idolize them. Nikita, James, Charles, Emma Chamberlain, Tana, and all these other TikTokers who you guys love so dearly. Look, a lot of these kids are privileged. And I'm not usually the one to talk about privileged, but when I say privileged, like they probably all grew up in suburban neighborhoods where it's relatively safe, they're sheltered, you know, 2 parents in the household, you know, snowplow parenting where they get everything that they want and they're always looked after and taken care of, and you know, they didn't really have to worry about anything growing up. And then all of a sudden they just got rich and famous off of doing whatever the hell that they do online. My point being is that the intellectual capacity of most of these people combined is less than that of a fucking walnut. I am not surprised by any of this. I'm not surprised that they would think that it was a smart idea to throw a party, 2 parties in fact, Jake Paul's and then the Hype House, in the middle of a pandemic where you're in a state where most of the infected people are, I believe, next to New York. A lot of these kids, which is what they are, even though some of them are over 18, they act like children. They just so happen to have a lot of money. They don't think about their actions. They don't think about the consequences that comes with their actions. They just go ahead. They live life. And I have proof of that because actually Tana Mojo, she came out on Twitter saying,
"Listen, we don't fucking care. Sorry.
We don't fucking care." And guess who she's next to? Erica Costell. In a house party. And here in the tweet it says, Tana went to 2 other COVID parties, which I talked about, Jake Paul's house and the Hype House. And then of course it says here in the tweet that James Charles came out and apologized for the Hype House party. You know, James Charles is always apologizing for something. At this point, his apologies mean nothing to me. But yeah, you can see the general attitude of Tana Mojo. Like, she's just a fucking dumbass. Like, honestly, Tana, I don't know what she does on YouTube anymore. I don't pay attention to her, but it's just like, I feel like Tana Mojo's GPA in school must have been like around negative 2.0 or something. Like, I feel like her brain is just there to be there, but she's not actually using it. And that goes for all these other people who attended this party. Like, how dumb can you be? It says here, California reported its highest number of single-day COVID deaths yesterday. Coincidence? I believe not. It has also become the epicenter of COVID in America, with the mayor of Los Angeles considering another lockdown. We're never going to get out of this because of people like Tana Mojo, James Charles, the D'Amelio sisters, the Hype House people, the Jake Pauls of the internet. These fucking idiots. And they're over here not only throwing parties, but they're influencing other people to do so as well. California has most COVID-19 cases in the US, surpassing New York as spike continues. I wonder why. Imagine, who lives in California, specifically LA? Who flocks there? The dumbasses of the country. Aside from Florida. Florida's just... I'm surprised Florida isn't at the top of this, but that's because most YouTubers don't go there. And apparently the Hype House party was thrown for this kid named Larry. Don't know who he is. Apparently he was infected and then tested positive for COVID and then went into self-quarantining. These kids are rich. They don't give a fuck. But that usually happens when you become a millionaire at the age of 18. Apparently, Hype House member Tony Lopez claims he's sick. Tony said, "I don't know how I keep getting sick, but I have a fever and a sore throat." Tony went to BOA several times with different influencers, including Nikita Dragon. Tony was also at the Hype House parties. And this was a tweet that was made about 3 days ago. But as of today, an anonymous source has claimed that Tony Lopez tested positive for COVID-19. Shocker. According to the anonymous source, Nikita Dragon paid for Hype House test and most people who attended that party were positive. It says here, this is a big city, but a small town. Nikita paid for all the tests, antibody, nasal, etc. One of the girls, not a Hype House member, traveled between Hype House and Sway House. Sway House was also infected, but don't know if they tested the house. They all share vapes, drinks, the pool. It's spread. But they have traveled frequently since testing the malls, parties, the Hollywood Hills party a few days ago. And in this tweet talking about Tana Mojo's fucking mongoose, I don't know her last name. She threw a party, people got sick, and then this person came forward saying, "Hey, so I don't know if you're gonna post this or not, but if you do, please cry my name out. I really don't want to drama with anyone, but I know of 2 parties that people tested positive after from me and my friends. I went to that Tana birthday party with my friends. I'm not friends with her, but they wanted to go. A few people I know who were there tested positive right after. I don't know how many people in her house tested positive after, but I do know some of them did, which is even more scary because they continue to go out. I did self-quarantine and I feel horrible. I can't believe people are still doing this. I had one friend who went to the hype house and they just don't care. And at least one person there, I guess, tested positive too. But the parties aren't stopping either. I got invited to one last night. They're just starting to hide it now or get attention off it. And either way, it's gross. Listen, you guys need to understand what happens at these parties. People fuck, people drink, people share everything. Like, it's just... If you know what a party's like, you know it's a cesspool of everything. It's disgusting, especially if there are hundreds of people crammed into one tiny house. Like, you got people sneezing, coughing, just ugh. But again, these Hollywood privileged ass fuckers, they don't care. And here's some footage from TikTok room showcasing the party from the hype house. You know, just random people partying, standing around, you know how it is. And then here we can see some images from the people who attended this party. Jessica Belkin, who is this? Tatiana. Like, I don't know these people. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who they are. They're just random, you know, random e-celebs that what do they get famous for? Taking pictures and just being them, I guess. I have no idea. But yeah. These are the kinds of people who are not helping this shit at all. We even have a YouTuber that goes by the name of Tanner Fox. He attended one of these parties and he tested positive for COVID-19. Why am I not surprised? Listen, I'm just like, I'm frustrated. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm frustrated because a lot of these guys, they're fucking rich as... There's no excuse for why they can't self-quarantine. They're rich. They have big ass houses. They can chill there. They can chill. They can order stuff. There's no need to attend parties. Like, you know what's happening right now. Listen, I don't know if you guys realize this right now, but here in the United States, we can't really travel to any other countries besides a few like Turkey, Jamaica, Mexico, I believe. No, Mexico doesn't want us there, I believe. Shit, I don't know what kind of countries. Where can we go? We can't really leave the country aside from a few other countries like Barbuda. What is that? Aruba, Barbados, Belize, Bermuda, Croatia, the Dominican Republic, French. Like, these are just islands. Mexico, Puerto Rican, Jamaica, St. Lucia. These are literally just tourist destinations, but we can't really go to any real countries. No offense to these countries right here. We can't really go anywhere. Like, dude, we're banned from Europe. We're pretty much banned from South America. Canada doesn't want us. Like, and it's all because we're the hot zone, the fucking epicenter of the fucking world. Nobody wants us in their regions, in their countries. It's because of people like this. Privileged ass suburban rich kids who they don't care. They don't give any fucks at all. Anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Dr. Destiny. Links will be down below in the description. You got any stories you want to say to me? Go ahead, do it. I'm baffled, man. Like, how dumb can you be? These people are not only harming themselves, but they're also causing death to other people that they don't know. It is what it is. What can you do? Maybe we should all lock them up or something. I don't know. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one.